everyone. Welcome to the FONDies for 2025. We survived another year. My gosh. Well, it's our third annual FONDies show. It's our end of the year wrap-up award show with all of those big imaginary plaques that we give away and totally don't mail to people that win these things. So keep your eye out. Wait for USPS to stop by. They will not have anything for you for our winners tonight. So, full house here tonight. I'm Cody. We got Joe. We got Brett. We got Justin. We got Matt. And we got Dan here with us. Blue is currently huddled in the corner somewhere with fevers and aches and pains and chills. Yeah, he said he's married now. So there's that. Hey. Anyway. We do have a lot of awards to give out tonight. We're going to go through some of our favorites of the year, some of our podcast statistics for the year, and some other things we'll get in here as well. It's a big highlight for us, I think, as hosts here as we get together and take a look at all the fun things that made up 2025 and some of the not so fun things that made up 2025 as well, because we have some of those tonight also. But as we've done on the last two of these, we're going to start our hosts off with a little game to get started here today. So if you guys have something to write with, you can keep track of your own score on this one again this year. There will be absolutely no prize for our winner tonight as well. So look forward to that.
Okay.
So we've done some impressions in past years, not tonight. And I forget, we played another game, but I forget what it was now. Oh, last year we played Elon Musk, Donald Trump, or A Text from Brave New World. That was a highlight as well. But tonight you guys are playing the year 2025 and how well you remember it or can guess about it at least. With 15 questions tonight, all you have to do on these, real simple, is you're going to have to pick over or under. On each of these that I give you a number for with the category, you have to tell me if the real answer is over that number or under that answer.
I forgot it. I needed a pen and paper. I'm going to go grab it.
Okay, you literally said you were going to have one thing tonight, and it was that.
I'm just going to type notes on my computer because I'm sitting at a computer that I can type on.
I'll be right back. It's right there. I just got to grab it.
No, we got to write on things like cavemen.
You can type on your computer because it's made to type things on.
You're the worst.
Get out of here with this logic.
You are the worst. All right.
Wait, Vamp. Somebody sing a song or something.
I'm not drunk enough for that yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
really.
Fair enough.
You already see Sing Song Blue? It's Milwaukee themed.
Song Blue, the Neil Diamond movie?
Blue. No, Neil Diamond cover.
Well, yes, but yeah. I have not seen that. I want to, though, because I love Neil Diamond and Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, just to make sure it's a Neil Diamond cover.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Neil Diamond didn't write Song Sung Blue?
Hudson, you just walked in
Sorry.
at the tail end of conversation.
I know, but I know that he wrote Song Sung Blue.
No, there is a movie called Song Sung Blue, which is about like a Neil Diamond cover act that is currently out.
That was more information than I knew about that film. So there we go.
Starring Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson, question mark?
Correct.
Huge ass man.
The lesser of the Hudson
Ackman
name, for sure.
I'm pretty sure Huge Ass Man is a Hideo Kojima character.
Yes, exactly. All right, gents, do you guys want to do score on each question as we go through, or do you want me to run back through and do a score at the end for all 15?
I say score at the end.
No preference.
Yeah,
Okay.
Score at the end?
score at the
Okay.
end.
All right. All right, here we go. Gentlemen, today's game this year for 2025 is over under. We got 15 questions about the year 2025. Variety of general genre and medium topics here that we cover typically on the podcast as well. So let's get into this. Question one. You're going to give me the dollars for the U.S. box office in 2025. Total dollars made at the U.S. box office for movies. And your number is $8 billion. Is the real number for total money made at the U.S. box office this year more or less than $8 billion? Over or under?
$8 billion.
Do you think it is over or under? 8 billion. That's with a B. Billion. We'll just do like
Volcanoska.
20 seconds on each of these. So it'll
I'm
lock
sure
you to
this is
answer.
captivating for our listeners.
It sure is.
3 years later.
Insert some Jeopardy
This is just
music in
this
there.
episode's just to get you all drunk. That's all.
Well, mission accomplished.
I would hope we've all had a chance to write a 2-syllable word by now. So let's go.
Maybe even just a letter.
Yes.
All right, number 2.
Mm.
In the year 2025 specifically, you're looking for on this one pardons given by Donald Trump.
Oh,
And your number
Oh,
is
boy.
1,000. Has he given over or under 1,000 pardons in 2025 specifically?
I hate how easy that feels.
Yes.
And not in a good way.
He doesn't.
Uh,
I was just reading about the proposed constitutional amendment currently someone's crafting to try to stop him from being able to do that, which is interesting. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. But
Wait,
we'll
does
see.
that include the turkey or not?
Did he pardon a turkey? I don't even know. Did he?
Of
Yes.
course, the biggest turkey, most beautiful turkey.
I feel like he would simultaneously pardon it and kill it himself.
or, grope its giant
For
breast. I don't
ratings.
know. What?
Its thigh. Question number 3. All right, we're looking for viewers on this one. Viewers
You know
for
what?
the...
Sorry.
Yeah.
He would not have done that to a turkey because I think it's usually an adult turkey, so it's probably too old for him. Anyway.
What if the adult?
True.
What if the turkey looked like his daughter's turkey, though?
Then he would definitely fuck it.
Gobble,
There it is.
gobble.
Gobble up.
something waddle.
Okay, question 3. Viewers for the finale of Stranger Things on its debut night only. Viewers for the finale of Stranger Things on its debut night only. The number I'm giving you here is 20 million. Is the real number over or under 20 million? Debut night for the finale of Stranger Things.
Does that include movie theaters?
It does. Good
Okay.
question. And I actually have an answer for that one. It does. Okay. Who won last
I
year's
don't
game?
know. That one's tough.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Yeah.
All right, number 4. Okay. Video game, but you're all going to groan at the part we're looking at here. Looking for sales here.
I thought you were going to say the number of swords broken in Tears of the Kingdom.
Well, the sales of video games in 2025, of which the percentage of the industry was sold on mobile platforms. And the number I'm giving you is 70% of all sales was on mobile platforms this year.
Also one that feels unfortunately easy.
Are you counting a Switch mobile?
No.
No, Switch is a handheld. It is not a mobile.
I thought it was a
Mobile would be
hybrid.
Well, I mean, I'm
I
saying
don't
for the
know.
sake of something like this, mobile refers to
Potato,
like
potato.
a phone. I would
Switch
say.
could run on both gasoline and electric. That's how my first one died, unfortunately. I don't think the gasoline part's accurate, actually, now that I think about it.
That's why you don't shove coal into it. Wrong port.
It's true. It's true. At least we can shut down those clean
Next
coal plants.
question. Come on, let's move this along.
Number 5. Joe, this one's for you, buddy.
Oh, boy.
Weeks spent, this is weeks we're looking for here. Weeks spent by Taylor Swift at the top of the albums chart for her album Life of a Showgirl. I'm giving you the number of 8 weeks. Over or under was she at number 1 for her album Life of a Showgirl?
Why is that one for me? That album's terrible.
You're the only
But you're in
Swiftie
the
here,
know,
buddy.
Joe.
You know what? I am progressively kind of getting over Taylor Swift.
And that'll do it for the episode
Anyway.
tonight, everybody. We wish you all...
Mission
Hate
accomplished.
mail can be directed too.
That's one. All right. Get Glenn Powell next. This is done. It's your safe word tonight, Joe. Just say.
Joe upset the Swifties. Like,
My,
do we know
my
what
safe
kind of
word is
shit's gonna be?
Hitman.
Okay, number 6. Looking for dollars here. This is as
Me
of
too.
the end. Actually, this one is actually up to the time we are recording. So this one's a smidge different here.
Ooh.
Dollars made by the movie worldwide, Avatar: Fire and Ash.
Ugh, too many.
And the number I'm giving you is 900 million. Has
You
Fire
said
and Ash
worldwide, right?
worldwide
Okay.
made over or under 900 million as we record this at 7:50 on January 2nd.
Oh, it just ticked over.
I just listened to a podcast where they mentioned how much it had made up to last weekend, so I'm going to make some assumptions here.
Okay. All
I
right.
didn't even know it was out yet.
A lot of people didn't.
Yeah.
Ooh. God damn it,
Number
you're having me second guessing myself, but okay, go ahead.
number 7. We're looking for a number of days here on this one. Are you ready for this? It was a nice little throwback here for this lovely year we had. How many days has it been since Elon Musk was no longer officially part of the government? Your number here is
Officially.
200 days. Has he been gone over or under 200 days from being in the government? That was a good time, wasn't it?
Mhm.
I
I
wish
would
we
like-
didn't live like 5 years in the span of of this year because it
No.
feels like so much shit has happened.
Absolutely not sure on that. Yep, that one feels both like yesterday and a long time ago at the same time. So,
Yeah.
all right, here we
Wait.
go.
Let me text my friend who works for the Social Security Administration and ask her the answer for that.
Just text Elon. Yeah, he's got everything. All right, number
He
8. We're
needs
looking
a
for dollars. Looking for dollars on this one. How many dollars were made by the comic book industry on physical and digital sales of comics this year? And your number here is 5 billion. I'm giving you on this. The comic industry,
Just American comics or
American
across-
comics,
Okay.
sales on physical and digital sales.
What about stand-up comics?
Hey-o. Don't make me slap you.
I'm not sure if stand-up
That's the wrong year.
comics.
Wrong year.
I'm not sure if stand-up comics throughout history have made a combined total of $5 billion.
I don't know if they've made $5. All right. Number 9, looking for dollars on this one, specifically domestic dollars on this one. Dollars domestically made by the Minecraft movie, which I will give you the hint that was the unbelievably highest grossing movie this year in America. And
Kids are dumb.
your number is 400 million.
That one's easy.
Did the Minecraft movie make over or under 400 million?
It depends. Did they have to pay for all the theaters ruined to buy the chicken jockey crap?
Ooh, good question. Good question.
No, Jack Black cleaned that all up
Yep.
with his mouth.
What? What?
Dennis.
Jack Black's been busy.
With his follow-up song to Peach's Popcorn. Popcorn.
Okay, number 11. We are looking for the percentage rating on this one. On Rotten Tomatoes, what is the final rating, or at least current rating percentage for Star Wars Andor Season 2? And I'm giving you 85% as your number.
Star Wars and/or what?
Exactly. And or but and, if nor for.
Wait, this is number 10 or this is number 11?
This is number
Excellent
11.
question.
Okay, wow.
This is 11? I missed one.
Did you
I
just
missed
Star
one
Wars
too.
and/or Star Wars? What are you
Okay,
talking about?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is 11. I skipped 10. We'll go back to 10. Sorry. This is my fault. I'll admit that
Okay,
one.
so
This is
so
11. Write this on 11.
9
Okay.
was Minecraft.
Yep, we skipped 10. This is
10.
11. Rotten Tomatoes rating 85% over under for Star Wars Andor Season 2.
Critics or
Wait,
viewers?
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean you skipped 10? So
Excellent
is this
question, Brett. This
is this-
is critics. Rotten
9 was
Tomato.
Minecraft. 10, 11 is
Great point.
Andor. So
what was
10 is
10?
We're going to
We
go back
haven't
to 10,
gotten
I
to it
said.
My God.
Okay, good clarification by
Oh,
Brett. This is
shit.
critics.
Like
critics.
Andor, the show. And I wasn't joking.
Yes,
I didn't know
Andor.
what the fuck you were talking about. I thought it was Star Wars and/or whatever.
I feel like
Star
the
Wars
question
Can we turn
and
captions on?
or
is
Star Trek.
is Andor season 2's Rotten Tomatoes rating over
From
or
critics.
under the Glenn Powell classic Hitman? The answer is surely under.
All right, let's go back to 10. We're going to go back to 10 here. Looking for a number of episodes on this one. All right, the number of episodes that were missed in 2025 by Jimmy Kimmel due to his suspension from ABC, and your number I'm giving you is 7.
Yeah.
That's 10.
As that was number 10 we missed, yes. Episodes missed by Jimmy Kimmel due to his suspension from ABC. 7 is your number.
ABCD's nuts.
Heyo.
I am completely sober, ladies and gentlemen.
Probably shouldn't admit that. He's just that twisted. He's just that twisted.
The Latvians know what I'm about. My people embrace me for what I am.
You better pull your people back in. They're not even in our top 5 countries anymore.
What?
I noticed that.
No, you're slacking. Okay, number 12. Looking for consoles on this one. How many consoles were sold Nintendo Switch 2 within the first 4 days of its launch? How many consoles were sold by Nintendo Switch 2 within the first 4 days of its launch? And your number here is 4 million. Keep in mind,
Is
I
that
bought
worldwide
2
or
million
domestic?
myself. Worldwide.
I feel like I just watched a video about this and I can't remember the number he cited. So here goes.
Was it called Aliens 3?
Over or under? How many actual new Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games have been released? Over or under 3?
I'm going to take the over.
Fair. You can say that about like any contemporary console these
I
days.
guess.
All right. Number 13. I'm looking for a number of people on this one. Number of people is kind of a sad one, but a little tribute here, I suppose, in a way. Number of people that are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame who passed away in 2025.
Yeah.
And your over-under number on this is 20. Did 20 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame members pass away, over or under 20?
I should say that I took a group of students to that 2 weeks ago.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Our school has like a little activity center, they call it, but it's like it actually used to be a funeral home from what I understand, but we can take kids there, stay overnight, and they have rooms they can stay in the mentioned
overnight.
They got
Yeah.
ghost
Overnight at
keeping
the
company.
funeral
We
home?
went over to
Like,
Cleveland and we took them we stayed overnight, took them to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, took them to an Italian restaurant, and then stayed overnight again, then took them home Sunday morning.
nice.
You sure that's not the Paranormal Activity Center?
It's right next to a graveyard, and they were all like, "Oh my God, it's haunted!" We didn't have the balls to tell them it was actually used to be a funeral home. I knew some of the kids would freak out because they're pretty young. I have 4th graders through 9th graders, so
There would have been some parents calling, probably. That's pretty good. I forget how geographically closer that is to you than probably the rest of us here. I was like, well, it's a long ways, but probably not as far for you. I
it's
guess.
2 hours. 2
Yeah,
hours.
okay. That's not
Nice,
bad.
nice.
Okay, number 14. We're looking for another Rotten Tomatoes movie here. This is critics as well. A rating for the new Superman movie that came out in 2025. And your number is 85 again. 85 critic rating for the new Superman movie. Over or under? Of course, if you're listening at home, you should be jotting these all down yourself so you can play.
Nobody's listening.
And then check your scores at the end.
Anyone who was listening tuned out long ago.
And our last one, number 15, minutes. We're looking for minutes on this one. Math is allowed if you want to do any math, but you're not allowed to check anything, of course, here. Minutes of content that was aired by the Fond Pond in 2025. Keep in mind, we're recording this in early 26. This does not count. And your number is 5,000 minutes. Did the Fond Pod air more or less, over or under 5,000 minutes in 2025?
The most important question: how many of those minutes did you listen to?
Boom. If you're wanting to know how many hours that is, you have to divide. I'm not doing it for you, so there's that. If you want to know how many seconds that is, what are you, a madman? All right, I'll give you another little bit here on this last one, then we'll run through these, and then we'll get into all of our lovely awards we have tonight. At the
Let's do
FONDies
it.
2025. Does everyone have their stuff locked in?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. All you're doing is over or under. Question 1, was the U.S. box office being $8 billion? The answer is over $8 billion this year, between 8.6 and 8.9. There are 2 conflicting reports out there, but it is over. Question number 2, Donald Trump has given out over 1,000 pardons. He's at 1,600 and counting at this point, 1,500 of which were just from January 6th rioters alone. So there's that.
Shocking.
Right? Number 3, viewers for the finale of Stranger Things, 20 million. This one is over 35.6 million people watched it on the debut night,
Wow.
which I guess is a lot.
And that's like TV sets, right? They can't count actual number of people. So it's not like tickets sold.
I think it's an estimate of viewers, but I don't know how they're measuring that precisely.
I'm curious about that because Netflix notoriously never releases their viewership numbers. So I am kind of curious how this came out.
Maybe they leaked that one because they were proud of it.
Maybe.
That's possible. All right, number 4, video games percentage that were on mobile this year for the sales. I gave you 70. The answer is under on this one. 56 to 61% of the market was mobile this year. 56
I'm not
to
doing well,
61.
my bros.
Good job, microtransactions and console games.
Yeah, I guess we don't want that actually. That's bad. All right, Taylor Swift spending 8 weeks on the top of the charts at number 5. The answer is over.
Ooh.
10 weeks at number 1. And I'd have to double check, but I think technically she may still be there. It might have only been 10 weeks because it was the literal end of the year. So there's that. Number 6, Avatar: Fire and Ash, 900 million. What's your gut tell you here?
Over?
I said over because last I heard it was at like almost 800 worldwide, but I don't know.
Fair enough. All right. As of earlier today, it is under 852 million as of earlier today.
I'm sorry, Latvia.
As they just spent 48 million on that movie tonight for you. And you're like, just kidding. They don't have that gross domestic product. Let's move on. That's true, though. All right, let's see. Number 7, Elon Musk has been gone for 200 days. Actually, it is over that. 225 days he's been gone. Feels like just yesterday, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, number 8, the comic industry. Kind of blowing my mind here. That's 5 billion is our number we're weighing. Justin, comic expert. Dan, comic expert. Where are we going with this?
Under?
I said under.
It's over. You ready for this number?
Mm-hmm.
17.7 billion it has expanded to this year.
How?
Are we sure that doesn't include like the Marvel movie money or something?
Does not include. Mostly pushed by anime and some other stuff that's out there.
You said
Some
it wasn't
manga,
having
some other
anime.
things.
You said Western
This is
comics.
I said in our country.
Oh,
Somebody said American
I
sales. I said
misunderstood
yes.
what you said.
Yeah.
Well, it would still,
Wow.
if it makes you feel better, it would still be over 5 billion just with those properties taken out.
Okay.
It expanded severely during COVID. I looked at some of the charts,
Really?
and it has actually sustained since COVID, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, you hear that, Jocks from high school?
Yeah.
My kids read a shit ton of anime. Whenever they have free time, they always got anime books open on their desk.
Oh, you and me both, or they and me both, I should say.
Number 9, the Minecraft movie, over under 400 million. It was over 423 million dollars this year for that movie, I guess. Number 10, Jimmy Kimmel missed over under 7 episodes.
Under?
Yeah, it was 4 actually.
Yeah.
All right.
It was under. Felt like it was quite a hubbubalub, but it was over pretty quick. 4
A
episodes.
hubbubalub?
Hubbubalub.
Is that a thing?
Oh, the hubbubalub crashed into the Pacific
Hubbubalub.
Ocean.
Is it like a hullabaloo?
No, like a hubbubalub.
Oh,
All right, number 11, Andor's rating 85.
Over?
It is over.
Yeah.
97.
What? That is 2
Holy
percentage
crap.
points higher than the Glenn Powell Classic Hitman.
I know it's also 96% too high.
Oh. Okay,
Uh-huh.
follow up to the Andors episode.
All right.
Let's go.
Question 12. Nintendo in its first 4 days sold how many Nintendo Switch 2s? Your number was 4 million. It's under
Oh.
3.5 million. Not quite
But
a
if we
million a
round
day.
up,
Yeah. 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 Okay, number 13, our sad one here. How many rock and roll members passed away in 2025? I gave you 20. It is under. It's 16 this year.
I mean, Ozzy counts as like 10 people though, because
That's
he's so
fair.
amazing. So
Yeah.
You count how many bats he ate? Definitely.
Oh.
And 14, Rotten Tomatoes for the new Superman movie. I gave you 85. Actual answer is under. It is 83.
Oh man.
And the most important one, of course, not really, but here we go. How many minutes of our podcast? 5,000 was your number. The answer is under. 4,980. Close, though.
Oh,
Man,
geez.
I did
We
not
had-
do well.
We were just 20 minutes shy. If we'd only had Justin review the first 10 minutes of The Cat Returns, we would have made it.
Let that hymn segment go on for another 20 minutes, and we could easily.
If you want to go for another 20 minutes.
Shit. Did it again.
It
If you're
Ah.
having trouble when you find yourself under
Yeah.
someone,
You're under, but want to go over. Womp, womp.
yeah,
Okay,
Good
scores.
stuff.
Who's our winner of nothing tonight?
not me.
Joe, what do you got?
I got 5 correct.
Nice. Brett, you're next on my screen.
I have 8.
8. Justin?
10.
10. Matt?
It would have been 11 if the
10.
comic book question.
10. And Dan?
Ooh.
I also had 8.
8. Okay, Justin
Ooh.
and Matt, next time you see each other, you will Indian leg wrestle, but probably Native American leg wrestle. I'm not sure how that works now, but yes, but I look forward to it. All right.
Indeed.
That is our game for this year. We'll get started off here today. We got we'll do our super quick toast. If anybody has a drink here in just a second, we're going to run through some categories tonight. If anybody has an award they want to give out here at the FONDies, we're going to do video game, movie, and TVs of the years for everybody. And then after that, we have some time for people to shout out anything they experienced this year. They want to give it a little plug or award to for best thing they saw or played or experienced or went to or ate or whatever they want to do. And then after that, we have our podcast specific awards that we'll give out here towards the end. So I see the usher is coming back into the hall, sitting down with his tux on, and there he is. So there we go.
I dig peas.
Oh, okay.
It's okay, we got you a seat filler while you were out.
Yeah. You got moved back,
What's Hudson doing?
unfortunately.
I don't know.
I'm telling you,
I don't know if you've seen me munching on these pretzel rods for like
think
the
he's at a
last 20
drive-thru.
minutes. I've been eating a ton of them, and now they're all stuck in my teeth. So I was looking for a toothpick.
That's
They're back there, and I just was reaching to get them, and you see the open drawer there. Now I got to shut the drawer, so you'll see my bad pin in this.
yes. All right.
Hooray for the FONDies.
FONDies. Next year, we're going to rent out a Chili's and do this. It's going to be amazing.
Oh man, that sounds awesome.
All right, well, let's we'll just do a quick toast here. If anybody has a drink they want to have, if anyone wants to say anything, we are, as of this one, 3 episodes away from 4 continuous years of episodes, which is hard to believe here on Friends Occasionally Not Disagreeing. So to you guys and the hosts that are not here, Dan and Blue, and all of our guest hosts we've had, not Dan and Blue, Dave and Blue. See, I forgot his name already. We replaced him with Dan, which is Dan's
Dan,
whole plan. So
whatever.
here we go. So there's that. If anybody else wants anything, feel free to chime in.
Cheers.
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 Oh.
Oh, all right, buddy. All right, buddy. Whoa, whoa,
It
whoa.
seems so long ago that Cody and I were talking about the book of Boba Fett.
It was so long ago. Star Wars would also like us to forget.
Seems so
Yeah.
long ago that I was actually interested in new Star Wars releases.
Oh.
God, for me, that's been like at least 20 years, if not more. I mean, I was kind of interested when the
That's been
prequels came out.
38 years.
I do need to watch season 2 of Andor sometime. Season 1 of Andor was one of the greatest things ever made in any medium.
Thank you,
Season 2 was
Joe.
really good.
And
Da
I've heard
Vinci is
season 2
offended
quite
right
good.
now.
See, you screwed me up on that one, Cody, because maybe it was you I was listening to, but I I hadn't heard anybody ever say anything good about. Like I literally have only heard people complain about it. I know nothing about the show.
Andor is generally very highly regarded by people who are not Cody Fleming.
Obviously, I think a great deal about it because when you said Andor, I literally thought you meant and/or, and we're going to follow it by Star Wars or
Like
Star
the
Trek.
logic gate.
It feels
Yeah.
very, very relevant to these times. And has a lot to
does.
say about what it means to fight against, an evil empirical force.
Let's get into the awards. Here we go. Kicking it off. Video game of the year. If anybody has any winners or even nominees they want to throw out there tonight, I'll start with this one. I just have 2 here tonight for my 2025. Hopefully I didn't forget anything on my awards tonight. But after close consideration, my runner-up video game of the year for 2025 is going to be Chronos: The New Dawn. And my winner for the year, I am giving to Lorelei and the Laser Eyes over on my end. So there's mine. Anybody else have a pick for this year?
Yeah. I mean, I've got some honorable mentions, and then the one that I have to give it to. So in any other year, any of these would have been like a toss-up as to which one would have walked away with it. But the ones that didn't win are, I also had Chronos: The New Dawn, fantastic horror game. Just really, really impressive seeing how Bloober Team has come, how far they've come since Layers of Fear. Hollow Knight Silk Song, even though I'm not done with it, fantastic Metroidvania so far. Chaos Zero Nightmare, which is like a free version of Slay the Spire crossed with Darkest Dungeon, and that's all I really need to say about that. Arc Raiders is the 4th honorable mention because that showed me that multiplayer-centric games can still be fun. But this year, let's be honest, it had to go to Expedition 33 because it's not only the best game I played this year, it is the best game I've played. It is that no reservations.
I think you cut out there. It sounded like you ended the sentence with the word played.
Yeah, it is the best game I've ever played. Just presentation, story, characters, combat.
Wow.
Everything about it is just flawless. I openly wept more than once playing that game. Just
You both wept and wept.
I wept
Yes.
and wept. We and woo, if anyone listening has played it, you know what that means. But yeah, fantastic game. I cannot recommend it highly enough. Anyone who doesn't think video games should be considered art, this game is a perfect example of why games should be. It's phenomenal.
And remind me, is that also on PC or not?
Yes, that's where I played it.
All right, Hudson.
What's it called?
Claire Obscure Expedition 33. If you
all-
search for
Is there a colon in there?
yes, Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
I will not stand for this colon erasure.
Colonoscopy. No, I'm joking. It's almost a universal game of the year on websites this year, Matt. So
It deservedly so. It is unbelievably good.
I don't know if I can tolerate the Frenchness of it.
too many baguettes.
I mean, there are like optional secret bosses that are mimes, so you get to beat up on mimes. So,
Like I said, I don't know if I can tolerate the Frenchness of it.
Send me the title of this or put it in the chat or something.
Sure.
So I can...
All right. Anybody else have a game of the year this year?
I have not played very many video games this year. I've played a couple. I'm not going to bother with an honorable mention or runner-up, but my game of the year is Hollow Knight: Silk Song. I really enjoyed the first Hollow Knight. I think Hudson maybe is the one who kind of pushed me into trying that. I historically have not really played many Metroidvanias, and the few that I had tried previously I kind of bounced off of, but something about the world of Hollow Knight just kind of hooked me, and I really enjoyed that game. And Silk Song kind of famously took a very long time to come out. It was originally announced as just DLC for the original Hollow Knight, but ended up turning into a full-fledged game, and I think I like it a significant amount more even than the original Hollow Knight. It's kind of bigger and better in every way. There is a much clearer narrative and like more development of the world and plot. The fact that in this one your character can actually talk and interact with other characters helps in that regard. But it is also just like a gorgeous game visually. It is often very frustrating in terms of difficulty, but I think for the most part, at least, it feels fair ultimately. It definitely pushed me to get good. And yeah, I just have really, really enjoyed that game.
I'm going to echo basically pretty much all that, except I am a Metroidvania player. It's basically the only kind of game I play anymore. Um, but I don't know. Silksong hit the spot. Hollow Knight hit the spot, and I sure went into Silksong expecting it to kind of hit that spot, but it didn't disappoint in any way. I've swore at the game twice.
Oh,
Once there's a save point that kills you, and it was after a rather arduous section, so I was like, "Oh shit, a bench finally!" Killed me, and I was fucking pissed.
You only swore at the game twice?
Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
I was surprised the other day when I finally beat Carmelita that my wife didn't come in the room thinking I had a stroke or something, because I literally clenched my hands, looked up at the sky, went like, and once you get there, and has anybody else fought her yet?
I don't think so.
I've
I
attempted.
have not.
Okay.
Are you in it 3, Justin? Where are you at?
God, I stopped playing before we went down state for the holidays, and I ended up finding all the fleas in the first section, and it's like, hey, you want to tag along with us? I'm like, sure. So I went along on the little flea caravan to a place where I don't know where I am, and that's where and explored a bit there. Didn't find any map parts or anything like that to illustrate where I am. It's Gray something, the
Graymore. Oh, my
Graymore,
sweet
yeah.
summer child. You
So
are in early days.
But the thing is, I've been hesitant to get back to it because I tried, after I got back home, and I'm like, I have no idea where the fuck I am. So I don't know how to get back because I can't take the flea caravan back.
Initially, I thought the game was super linear compared to Hollow Knight, but then I'm thinking of all these different ways I could have gone different directions. I actually did just recently start a second playthrough, and that's an interesting way to skip a whole lot of things that I didn't realize you could, but it makes sense. By getting all those
Well,
fleas, you would move up to Graymore, where you fight whatever the hell that thing's name is. Anyway, game of the year, great game.
we may be doing a solo episode about this,
It does
so
get
Yeah.
frustrating at the
save some
end, but
conversation.
you know what? I suck at these games. I'm terrible at them. I tried playing Nine Souls, and like I cannot get past the first major boss.
I was gonna say it's funny. I look back at my anticipated games for this year, and like 4 of them were Metroidvanias, and I never played a single one of them this year. But
Oh,
But here's the thing. Like the thing I think I like about both Hollow Knight and Silksong compared, why they work for me is if I get hit immediately in Nine Souls at a boss, I'm just like, fuck it, I stop playing. But in this, if you keep doing well, you keep doing damage to the bosses, you can actually earn more heal, which makes it like so you can always turn something around, and it makes it so I keep trying.
Just pogo those bitches.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right.
sorry, I didn't mean to keep going so long.
well, good. How about you, gents over there?
I could jump in here. I also have a list of 5 contenders here.
Ooh.
One of which is also Silk Song. And I kind of bent the rules a little bit here and made this a list of games that I played this year, not necessarily released this year. So also on my list, I have Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which I sneakily played behind the scenes here.
That blows my mind still, but
I also have on my list Jurassic World Evolution 3, which is fantastic because they introduced the ability to breed your dinosaurs. So I have baby dinos, all of it. Yes, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And the last, not the last game, next game on my list is The Midnight Walk, which was one of my most anticipated games of the year and was very enjoyable. But ultimately, my game of the year released just 63 days ago, and I have almost 90 hours into it. which is more than an hour per day, obviously, which is unheard of for most games these days, is Arc Raiders.
Ooh.
I have not been hooked on a game like this since probably the early days of Fortnite, where that kind of caught my imagination, and I was playing that every second I could. That is
Nice.
what I give up for Arc Raiders right now. It's like every chance I get, I'm booting up, even if it's just to play like 15 minutes.
Nice.
That's awesome. Dan, you got any games this year?
Well, similar to Brett, I've been playing a game that didn't come out this year, but Ghost of Tsushima in terms of like just the atmosphere of it, and it's been since like Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag that I've kind of stopped playing a game and just like looked the hell around at the world for a few minutes and be like, holy crap, look at this. So that game is capturing quite a bit of my attention, which is not super usual for me right now.
Nice. Okay, there we go. And not with us tonight, but I'm going to wager a guess and say Dave's favorite game probably is Blueprints, I'm guessing, for this year, although it's not confirmed, but he hasn't stopped talking about it this year, so I'm pretty sure that would be his. I'm guessing most likely. All right, video game of the year.
I also
There we go.
wants Blueprints on a visit to Minneapolis. What?
That'd be better if you actually were using blue. Okay,
Kind
nobody
of
got
a
nobody
little
got that. That's
guy.
fine.
I mean,
Yeah. Okay, next up is our Movie of the Year award. Maybe for simplicity's sake, do we just want to keep that same order and kind of run through that way? Might be a little better here. I just have two runners up that I did a shout out for. Wicked for Good, which was the follow up to my Movie of the Year last year, Wicked. And it was good. I didn't enjoy it as much as the first one, unfortunately, even though I made it my number one anticipated this year. And it was good, though, but not great. And Sinners was also a number 8 on my list that I wanted to watch this year. It was very good as well. But my winner of the year, shocking me even, I will say, especially in a year where they released 3 movies this year from Marvel. The winner for me for Movie of the Year is Thunderbolts, which honestly may have been the movie that hit me the hardest this year in terms of emotional resonance, and it dealt with much darker trauma than I was anticipating going into that film, especially with some characters that we didn't really get to know too much in the MCU prior to that, and a couple that are introduced in the film. But it just probably made me feel the most things, and I guess that's kind of what I'm partially basing it on here this year. So Thunderbolts is my winner this year, Movie of the Year. Justin, what do you have this year?
I don't really go to see a whole lot of movies. I think what I saw in theaters this year could be summed up as Sinners and Superman, and I have to give it to Sinners out of those two. So yeah, but I'm not a big movie guy these days.
Fair enough. That was Justin. Sorry.
me, I think.
Yeah, you next.
All right, I had a couple honorable mentions. One is The Naked Gun, which really kind of surprised the hell out of me. It's just the kind of slapstick comedy that doesn't really get made anymore, and I feel like it was a perfect kind of homage and also modernization of the classic Leslie Nielsen film series. My other honorable mention is From the World of John Wick, Ballerina. I've mentioned many times on this podcast, I love the John Wick movies, and I mean, I like Ana de Armas as an actress, and I was excited to see this movie, but I was not really expecting it to be nearly as good, or at least as much fun as it is. I think I mentioned on a previous episode, I think it is a better John Wick movie than John Wick Chapter 4, which I know is probably a hot take because a lot of people love that movie, but I just thought Ballerina felt like an awesome entry in the franchise, and it's just a hell of a lot of fun. But my movie of the year is Superman. We did an episode reviewing that movie, and I said then that I surprised myself with how much I love this movie. I mean, I historically have hated the character of Superman. I think that, like, on paper, it is just the most boring, pointless character ever created. He's perfect. Like, that's not interesting. I also generally have not been super into DC characters. I mean, I've loved various Batmans here and there, but For the longest time was definitely more of a Marvel fan. However, as I've also discussed on previous episodes, I have been having a heavy case of Marvel fatigue for probably a couple years now. I've not seen any of the three Marvel movies that came out this year. Don't know if I ever will. So for a superhero movie to connect with me as strongly as Superman did, like really just kind of caught me off guard. But I think it has a lot of heart. I think it has a lot to say about the kind of messed up state of the world we live in currently. And I think it offers some hope, which is something that I kind of needed in 2025. So there you go.
Well, you should go watch Thunderbolts and Ball. Okay.
Well, if
Matt.
I'm going to follow that up with, I'm going to say I have two movies, and they're kind of tied.
Green Holocaust.
But they kind of go absolutely against Joe's Give Us Hope, because neither of them give us any hope, and frankly, they both say the future shit, but let's go with it anyway. Anyway, they're both Stephen King adaptations that are both Richard Bachman books from the Richard Bachman book series.
Oh my God, this
Yes,
They
guy.
Pops.
are The Long Walk and The Running Man. Both are fairly close to the books, actually. I was hoping they would be. They're both death games. If you know me, you know that I love death game movies. And a lot of people were pissed because they considered The Running Man a remake of the Arnold movie. And that is not a truth. I love that movie. That's what got me into death game like movies. Like that's the genesis for me. I love The Running Man. But this movie that came out with Glenn Powell, I get the impression Joe has a problem with Glenn Powell. I don't know. I have no idea.
No, I
Crush.
love Glenn
He has a
Powell.
crush on
Actually,
him.
I have not seen the new Running Man yet, but I
Let me
want
guess,
to.
because you love the original with Arnold and you think it's
No, I
remake.
like Glenn Powell. I mean, it was directed by Edgar Wright, who is one of my favorite direcors.
Oh, well,
There's
then
no reason that I haven't seen it yet.
Loved his Ant-Man movie.
You're gonna love it. Anyway,
There it was.
it's not. It's the original Arnold movie is a wonderful movie, one of my favorites. As an adaptation of Stephen King's novel, it is dog shit. It is very little like the book. The only things that remain consistent are it is a death game show, and some of the names are the same.
Is there a part in the book where the main character says, "I hope you saved room for my fist because I'm going to ram it through your stomach and break your goddamn spine"?
That is not in the book.
Boo! The book sucks. Then who wants that?
Totally
Even
invented
Stephen
for
King
Arnold.
could get better.
Again, one of my favorite. But the new movie with Glenn Powell is actually an adaptation of the book, which is, like I said, vastly different. You will not, like, if you watched it, you'd be like, "Wait, this isn't a good remake." There's
Does
nothing
Glenn
like that."
Powell in the new movie say, "I hope you saved room for my fist because I'm going to ram it through your stomach and break your goddamn spine"?
No, but I think you'll like Glenn Powell's character in it
All right.
quite a bit. Anyway, the other that movie is really fun. It is a really like the new Running Man. It is a fun, crazy movie. It is a very bleak vision of the future. It does significantly make the ending happier than the books, but I was fine
Speaking
with
of
it.
happy endings, we're brought to you today by the folks at Hims. Now, The Long Walk is a much. I don't know if any of you heard of that one or saw that one, but it's kind of a slog. But it's supposed to be basically these. It's kind of like the Hunger Games, but they're walking until they can't walk anymore, and when they stop walking, they get shot. Essentially, so like it's another game of death. Keep walking until only one survives. It changes the end significantly from the book, but again, the whole idea is there. Anyway, I love both those movies. They both did and they're from, like, I was so surprised that they're, from the Bachman books, both of them, and they were both adapted the same year, and like came out 2 months apart from each other. And I've been waiting for those adaptations for a long time, and they did not disappoint.
Which one you picking overall?
I can't pick either of them.
Ooh.
They're from the same book.
All
What
right.
if we
All
put
right.
you
It's
in a
Act
death
1 and
game
Act
to
2.
pick just one?
It's Act 1 and Act 2.
Oh,
It's
what a
two-act
twist.
structure. Yeah.
Okay. Brett, what do you got?
Well, I picked 5 movies this year. I felt like there wasn't a lot of movies that really captured a lot for me this year, but the 5 best movies that I watched this year, in no particular order at the moment, are Fantastic Four: First Steps, Wake Up Dead Man, Thunderbolts, the live action remake of Lilo and Stitch, and Death of a Unicorn. And out of those fives, I think by a narrow margin is Thunderbolts. Or a lot of what Cody said, it was kind of dark and emotional, and while had like it's a pretty good amount of humor, was more like more of a serious movie in a lot of ways than other Marvel movies, and I appreciated that. So Thunderbolts was my best movie of the year.
Nice.
Cool.
And Dan, Alien 2.
Hilarious. I promise I had Thunderbolts picked long before anyone else said anything.
Oh, wow.
But obviously, so I'll say the couple things. I really did not expect it to go as dark and kind of get into the subject matter as it did. So that's one of the reasons. When's the last time you saw a Marvel movie that didn't end with some gigantic, like, knockdown, drag out fight? That was really fantastic. And my Spotify Wrapped let me know that I watched or I listened to the soundtrack like as almost a third of my listening this past year.
Wow.
It's pretty impressive. So I really, really enjoyed the soundtrack quite a bit. So it was really like it was the kind of tone I needed. So it's Thunderbolts. Honorable mention to Fantastic Four as well, just because it's been so goddamn long waiting for like a good Fantastic Four movie I could actually show people and be proud of.
Yeah.
And then the other big honorable mention I'm going to throw out there that I watched on a whim, but has become one of my favorites is K-pop Demon Hunters. Like from the music to the effects to the story, like it's got everything. And the fact that I can like I can start singing Golden and like my nieces know what the hell I'm talking about. Like that's pretty slick.
Showers. Oh, different. That might be a different song. Okay.
Different kind of pop.
There it is. There it is.
So I guess Thunderbolts is the big winner because three of you picked it. Makes me feel I should watch it. It must be a very good movie.
I haven't seen Superman, but I do actually want to watch Superman, which I haven't said about a DC movie in a very long time. So
I will probably also watch Thunderbolts at some point.
Well,
if only for Florence Pugh.
Aside from Spider-Man, I just haven't watched a whole lot of Marvel movies since Endgame. It was an ending, and I hate when endings are drug out. But
Thunderbolts is another one too, where you don't really have to have seen other Marvel movies to watch it.
It's
which
fairly
is nice.
Independent.
So, okay, let's go to our last big category of this type. We have TV show of the year, and I dug through all of my streaming services and found out that I guess I watched more TV shows this year than I typically would in a year. So that's good, I guess. Maybe the podcast is making me do that. I don't know. Runners up for me. I have Peaky Blinders, of which I apparently watched seasons 3, 4, 5, and 6 of this year. And I know there's a movie on the horizon somewhere out there as well. I did enjoy that. Couldn't watch it episode by episode, day by day, because I needed breaks sometimes here and there between it, but it was very enjoyable all the way through. Shout out to Stranger Things Season 5, which just concluded as well, making my honorables. Way back at the beginning of 2025, I watched The Mole Season 2 on Netflix, longtime show that I've loved, latest iteration, second season. Daredevil Born Again, shout out to that as well. Season 1 officially now, as we have more on the horizon coming. Skeleton Crew, which was a really kind of surprise out of nowhere Star Wars prophecy that I loved. And then also one last shout out here to The Last of Us Season 2 as well. But one of those was my winner up till a couple hours ago, and I actually went back through my Netflix history feature and remembered that I watched season 2 of this show. So in a move that may never be replicated again on the Fondies, I'm picking the same show 2 years in a row as my best TV show of the year. So I am picking Heels Season 2, which is not specifically new, I don't believe, in 2025, but I watched it in 2025. I still recall watching the finale of season 1 a year ago on Christmas, wrapping presents at 2 in the morning and bawling my eyes out, and season 2 was just as good on that show as well. It's a lovely show I've talked about a little bit on here before, but basically a pair of brothers who lost their father, who was a small-time wrestling promoter, and they run a little wrestling federation in the South, and they have a lot of bad family things that happen to them, in addition to a wonderfully eccentric cast featuring some fun cameos as well. I won't spoil for people if they do want to go in and watch that, but I'm picking Heels again this year for my second year in a row.
The show called Heels?
Heels.
Oh, nice. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Justin.
Yeah, it's me. Okay. Yeah, as I forgot this was a category and was hurriedly typing stuff up in the background, I actually came up with a bigger list than I expected.
Four seasons of Survivor.
I've only ever watched the first season of that, like when it was first airing way, way, way back when. The fact that that is still going just floors me.
Season 50 is just out, if you didn't see that.
I
You
did.
could say that show is surviving.
Anyway, the runners up, I have Andor season 2, which I liked significantly more than the first one. Let's see. I threw it on there just because it was something that I watched, The Devil's Plan, which for all its flaws was interesting. Hell of a Boss season 1, which is an animated show on Amazon Prime now, about hitmen in hell, basically. Very fun, very crude, but very well animated. It's also a musical. Let's see. Last runner up is Star Wars Skeleton Crew. That was a hell of a lot more fun than I expected it would be. But after all said and done, I have to go with season 1 of Has Been Hotel, which is connected to Hell of a Boss, in that it is also an animated adult show on Amazon Prime, centered in hell. But this is about Satan's or Lucifer's daughter trying to build a hotel in hell to rehabilitate people so that they can maybe be redeemed and go up to heaven, because heaven every year is doing like an extermination purge of everyone in hell because they're afraid eventually there's going to be too many sinners and they're going to overrun everything. So in an attempt to stop the slaughter, Lucifer's daughter is trying to, against all the odds, rehabilitate people, and it's actually really good. I mean, it's got a lot of heart. The characters grow on you after a while. It is kind of crude in the humor sometimes, but it is genuinely funny. And yeah, it is just one heck of a lot of fun. So season 1 Has Been Hotel, my TV show of the year.
I don't know if Cody has a problem with this, but my students watch that on YouTube when they're supposed to be actually doing work.
It
And
did
I have
start
to
on
say,
YouTube, yeah.
I have to be like, dude, okay, here's the deal. 1, great show, but 2, don't watch it in class. Okay.
Yeah, definitely not safe for work, or school.
Okay, who's up here? Matt? No,
Oh,
Joe.
Joe.
Joe, sorry, Joe.
All right, I only have one runner-up because I'm not a monster like the rest of you. Both of my picks actually are on Apple TV, which I honestly think is maybe the best streaming platform that nobody seems to have, but there are a lot of amazing shows on it. My runner-up, just because it is a show that had a season this year and that I watched for the first time this year, is called Platonic. It is a comedy series starring Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne, who are both delightful, and it's about two friends. One is male, one is female, but their relationship is entirely platonic, and kind of how that relationship does or does not affect their other romantic relationships. And I think it's interesting because there's never really like any tension, like romantic or sexual tension between the two main characters. Like, it's not like When Harry Met Sally, men and women can't be friends, blah, blah, blah. Like, they are just strictly platonic friends. But you do see like other people in their lives kind of being jealous of their relationship. But it's also ridiculous and funny and just a lot of fun to watch. But my number one show of the year, also on Apple TV, is Severance, which was probably my show of the year sometime in the past because it's one of my favorite TV shows of all time. I know I've mentioned it multiple times on this podcast before, but it's kind of a weird science fiction series where the premise is that a company has invented a chip that allows them to sever people's minds. So the main character, played by Adam Scott, works at this company, and basically, when he goes into the office at the beginning of the day, he kind of becomes a different version of himself that only exists in that office. So they call them innies and outies. Basically, there's one version of you that exists at the workplace and one version of you that exists outside the workplace.
That'd make
And
life so much easier.
well, you would think so, but shockingly, things get complicated and kind of terrifying. In season 2, especially, really expands on the world, builds out the lore of the company as well as the severance technology. Really goes some kind of crazy and interesting places. I'm very curious to see where things go, and I'm really hoping that they can bring it to a satisfying conclusion whenever they get there. But as of right now, it is one of my favorite TV series of all time.
Nice. All right, Matt, what do you got?
I don't watch a whole lot of TV. Really don't. I guess as a runner-up, I have to say the good old-fashioned Jeopardy. I go over and I watch it with my parents every night. They live across the driveway, and
I love
love
it.
Jeopardy.
it's just nice. I sit there and I watch Jeopardy with
I
my
actually
parents.
literally just took the Jeopardy test yesterday.
I'm taking it right now. No, I'm joking.
If you were on Jeopardy, I would die. That'd be amazing. I'd love that.
Their ratings would also die.
That's not true.
No, they
You'd be famous, like the YouTube clips. Did you see this guy who only rang in and said Blood Powell for every answer?
You ever see your old roommates episode? I have seen it.
Talking to me?
Cody.
Who's
Yeah.
on
I
that?
have seen it, yes.
You have seen it? Okay.
I have seen it.
Yeah.
That lucky bastard.
His roommate was on Jeopardy.
Wow.
Weird.
Yeah. Anyway, but my show of the year has to go to Only Murders in the Building. I just
still need to
really
catch up on
enjoy
that.
watching. It's it's getting sillier as it goes on. But it's fine. I just accept it. I like crazy, and I figured out the formula of it to the point where I did peg like this season's, the most recent season's killer.
No spoilers.
I'm not gonna say any spoilers. None. I just
We're,
saying
we're
I
like
pegged,
a season and a half behind.
I pegged the killer like the scene after you met him. I'm like,
Well, there's that.
and I
Well,
didn't
now
say
you-
it out loud.
you just
so
said it to him.
50%.
But I didn't
Son of a
say who the
bitch.
killer was. I just said I pegged him. I knew who he was.
But now we know that it's a male
And then you pegged him.
and that you
Oh.
pegged him.
If you want to pick, no.
All right.
I was really hoping you were going to say Wheel of Fortune after the big building.
No, my mom watches Wheel before Jeopardy, but I don't usually go over before that. I did. I was today. I was there today at 7 watching Wheel.
It's America's game.
It is. I prefer trivia.
Yeah.
I
I
find
agree.
trivia
You know.
more fun.
Over bullshit letter problems. All right, Brett, what do you got this year?
Well, we watched a lot of really great shows this year. It's like a surprising amount. I had to like chop my list down by a fair amount by this thing, but I still have several here. I'm just going to run through them quickly. Great British Baking Show is something we discovered just this year, and my goodness, like everyone on that show is delightful and just wonderful to watch. Like, there's all these people, and like for the first
It's the Great
episode,
British Bake Off. I'm sorry. Fuck Netflix. Anyway.
then like you see these people in the first episode, and you're like, I don't know, but like by the end, you like love all of them. It's crazy. I don't understand. We also have Stranger Things. Black Mirror season 4 was phenomenal. The Last of Us season 2, amazing. I really enjoyed Beast Games, which is Mr. Beast produced a reality game show on Amazon, which I found really pretty cool. The way it was kind of just a different structured thing. And the last thing I'm going to shout out here is Wednesday season 2, which was pretty fun to watch. But easily hands down, I have to give the winner to Wheel of Time Season 3, which remains the only thing on this podcast I have given a perfect 10 to. So it would naturally have to be the top thing here.
Wow.
Nice.
So still going to miss that.
R.I.P.
And yet they're still going with Rings of Power.
How dare you?
How dare I state facts?
Well, they got baby Gandalf, so of course they got a lot more.
Listen, he
room
is
to go.
a grand elf. Hodor.
All right, since we're still recording, I forgot that was this year, so I am retroactively changing my answer seriously to Wheel of Time Season 3.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right.
Yes.
I forgot that was this year for some reason. Cancel all the stuff I said.
Good luck in editing, Cody.
Good luck, babe.
Oh, there's no editing. We're just rolling with it, but that's
Oh,
all right.
all right.
Yes, all right. Dan.
All right, buckle the fuck up. So I've got to give a lot of mentions. Daredevil, Ironheart, the first half of Alien Earth, not the second half. Fuck you. Stranger Things season 5, and then my next honorable mention I have to thank Joe for, because You're the Worst has been
Yes.
utterly phenomenal. I don't know if I can get through a Sunday without starting to sing Sunday Fun Day better than a Monday.
Are you done with that yet, or are you still watching it?
I finished it up and talk about landing.
Oh, the
landing
finale is
ending.
amazing.
Like, what
that
the
is-
hell?
Yeah, that is why I think it is one of the greatest shows ever made. Like, it totally sticks the landing.
Oh my god, it was great for a show that you never know exactly where the fuck it's gonna go next.
Yeah.
It landed right where it needed to.
I'm so glad you liked it.
Yeah, it was great.
Right.
Andor season 2, of course.
Yes.
No. And then a couple that might not be expected here. The Pit on HBO. I grew up watching ER, and this obviously even to the point where there's a lawsuit going on, is effectively a ER spiritual sequel series, and it is just phenomenal. And it's been a while since I've salivated for the next episode of something like The Pit. Common Side Effects, another show, is really fucked up and hard to describe, other than a guy finds mushrooms that cures everything, and the pharmaceutical industry tries to take him out. It's a cartoon that's a little bit in King of the Hill-esque style. That one's really crazy.
And mushroom accessories.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Some really interesting art style to it.
It really does. But I highly recommend that one, because that one is a show where every single character in the show does something I completely did not expect, and surpassed my expectations, which was really great. But my show of the year, I don't think I've talked about this very much, because it is definitely a show that tries to make you not talk about it. It's a show called Paradise. Came out on Hulu. It is, man, sorry, I wish I had the actors' names ready to go here.
James Marsden.
Actually, yeah, there you go.
And crap, what's the other guy's name? Oh no.
What's his name?
Hold on, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Sterling K. Brown?
Yeah, damn it. Yes.
Yes. So it's a show that you cannot explain almost any of it without giving a huge chunk of it away. Suffice to say, if you love, I'll just kind of briefly say end of the world kind of items, this show is so fucking amazing. It is something that I can't tell you very much more than that, other than it's an adventure. I highly recommend you go on it, and it pays back in dividends. So Paradise is definitely my number one show of 2025.
Nice. Cool. Okay. Well, again, apologies on my part. I just realized I did not go back through Amazon when I went back through my stream. So that's what that is. But there's that. Okay. So let's go on. Those are our big three here. So we'll move ahead. Any self awards people have, and I thought we could do this with this. I don't know if it'd make it.
Did you not also say musical artist of the year was one of your categories?
We sure can. I didn't put it into my notes, but we sure can. Let's do it. Musical artist of the year. I'm going to go first with this one. And I'm going to pick, well, it goes with my next award I was going to give out for myself, which is concert of the year. So spoiler alert, but I'll pick Linkin Park as my artist of the year, only because I got to see them live this year, which was fun, even though I didn't get to see Chester when he was around still. But it was a fantastic show, and it was a pretty long show as well, which I was kind of worried. They seemed like a I don't know, like a newer rock style band. They might not necessarily always go long, but they did, and so it was a great show. So I picked them just because I'm still listening to that new album they put out, and for those reasons. So I'll pick Linkin Park for me.
Uh, Can I pass on this one? Because
Yeah.
I listen to music. I don't know when the songs came out. I could hear something on the radio for the first time, and it came out like 3 years ago. So it just doesn't. I don't keep up with current releases on this sort of thing. So
I don't believe you because you went to a concert this year. So
yeah, and most of I can give it to. I don't know how, but they found me. But I mean, most of the songs they played there were released several years ago. So I mean, it's. Sure. I guess my musical artist of the year is I don't know how, but they found me because I went to see them in concert.
There you go.
There you go. It's that easy.
Okay.
All right. I have a couple honorable mentions. My first is Jason Isbell, shocking everyone. He released a new solo album at the start of 2025 called Foxes in the Snow, which is literally just him and an acoustic guitar, and it's incredible. It's kind of him directly writing songs in the wake of his divorce from his wife of 10 years.
A hot one?
Yeah. And I think it's really, really interesting and well-written album. Quite enjoy it. My other honorable mention is Chapel Roan's Butt. Chapel Roan's Butt is an artist in its own right, so it gets shout out. And then my musical artist of the year is Chapel Roan. I don't use Spotify. I use YouTube Music for all my music stuff, but in their year-end wrap-up thing, all 5 of my top 5 most listened to songs of the year were by Chapel Roan. I think she continues to be maybe the best modern pop artist out there. She, I think, only really released one new song this year, a new single, which is pretty good, but she's an artist that like Alexis and I will, anytime there's a new like live performance available to stream on YouTube, we'll watch it together. We're both fans. Alexis also likes her butt. She's just a lot of fun. Her songs are generally bangers, and I think she continues to be an interesting artist to watch.
From behind.
I'm not going to disagree.
All right, Matt, this would be where you could drop some AM gold on us here. What do you got, buddy?
No, I haven't listened to a new song that's been released, and I can't tell you when. But you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say just because I was unexpected to see how talented he was. I got with Puddle's Pity Party.
Woo!
Saw him live with Open for Weird Al.
Okay.
Nice.
I was just trying to see if I could get back to my Spotify Wrapped to get pull some numbers off of it, some actual data. But it doesn't appear to be available at me. So, but what I do remember is that I was in the top 0.8% of all listeners on Spotify for Sleep Token this year. So I think it's pretty safe to say that they're my number one artist this year. It was something like what the most listened song I listened to this year was like one of their songs 131 times.
Wow.
So
Holy crap.
Yeah. It is, I don't even know. Whatever was second was probably something I was listening to for a podcast episode.
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
Dan, can you hear us?
He messaged. Oh, are you there, Dan?
I am. Look at this on the road.
All right.
Dan's calling into a show that he's also hosting.
He's at a concert right now.
Dan
Long
calling
time,
in from
long time
Chapter
first
5.
time.
You got a musical artist, Dan?
Really quickly, Sun Lux, which is the composer for Thunderbolts, because apparently that was a third of what I listened to this past year.
Nice.
Definitely that. I'll also throw in K-pop Demon Hunters, because that's that's a musical, so listen to that music was a really big one. And Dua Lipa, for very similar reasons as Chaperone that Joe brought up.
She does have a nice butt.
Yes, she does.
Was that your winner? Who's your winner, Dan?
Oh, it's going to be Sunlux.
Sounds good. Wow. That's nice. Get a little composer shout out there.
Yeah.
Okay, musical artist of the year. There we go. So those are our main categories for this part. So now we can move on. Yeah, let's move on from there. Okay. Anybody has individual awards? I thought might go interestingly, not to try to make this longer. And if you don't have one, you don't have to speak up. But I thought maybe if somebody did a category and somebody else had that category, they could just do their winner as well for that one. So it's just kind of a chance for the host to shout out something that's not something we would typically cover on the podcast, or maybe it's something else they experienced in 2025, and they just want to give it a little plug here. And I'll kick off with this with my Board Game of the Year award. Last year I chose My City, which is a legacy game, and this year I chose another legacy game, which is Ticket to Ride Legends of the Old West, which I cannot recommend enough. There's like 10, 11 modules in the game, I believe, but you add like a physical chunk to the map of the United States to expand the board, and then there's tons of shit happening in this version versus like the actual Ticket to Ride game. There's like companies competing and stocks being sold and curses that just were introduced a couple modules ago and all kinds of crazy stuff. But it's super fun, really accessible to pretty much any age as well. So a lot of fun on that one. Big box. Anybody else have a board game of the year? If not, we'll cruise on.
I don't really have one that I can think of. However, I will point out that my wife got me My City for Christmas like several years ago, and we have not played it. We just don't have. We've never started playing it, and I don't know why.
You should do it.
Oh, okay.
I guess I can shout out one on my end. I don't play board games anywhere near as often as I used to, but I think for my birthday last year, I got Wormspan, which is like Wingspan except with dragons, and that one was a lot of fun. Yeah, so I haven't played a whole lot else besides that, but so I think Wormspan with a Y does get my board game of the year.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Somebody else have a category they want to do?
I've got biggest surprise of 2025.
Go for it.
Okay.
Is it in your pants?
I mean, depends on how you ask. No, I've got three runners up and then one the actual winner. So I'll just go through and I'll announce the winner afterwards. So in no particular order, we've got Arc Raiders for kind of coming out of nowhere and being the most fun multiplayer game I've played since OG Overwatch. The Dungeon Crawler Carl books, which are far better than they have any right to be.
God damn it. Everyone I know keeps talking about those books.
They're fucking good. And spoilers.
I like them too.
Spoilers, that's my winner.
Thank you, Connecticut. You're on the air.
The other two runners-up were the Marjorie Taylor Greene occasionally being almost a voice of reason, which I was not on my bingo card.
Yeah, that is fair.
And last but not least, a more personal one, the most annoying coworker I have at work finally getting fucking fired. Yeah, so that's my most personal favorite one. But in general, I have to give this award to biggest surprise 2025 to the Dungeon Crawler Carl books, because a series about like a guy in his boxer shorts trying to save the world with his ex-girlfriend's talking cat should not be anywhere near as entertaining and emotionally jarring and just well written as these books are. I'm midway through book 3 right now, and it deserves the hype. There's no reason why this goofy ass concept should work, and yet it does.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. My biggest surprise of the year is Dan's Zoom profile picture. Look at that stud.
Yeah.
Love that shark shirt.
Yeah.
Blood in the water.
My first category, this is one that I'm sure several other hosts will also have picks in. You probably saw this category coming. Everybody, just say it with me. Most disappointing movie of the year, which is also at least the 7th entry in a franchise that I generally enjoy, which originated at least 25 years ago.
Goes to Star
Rolls
Wars
off the tongue.
Episode 8.
So my runner-up in this category is Mission: Impossible M dash The Final Reckoning. This was my most anticipated movie of the year. I love this franchise. This is probably the worst entry in it.
Oof.
But it is not the winner in the category of, everybody say it again, most disappointing movie of the year, which is also at least the 7th entry in a franchise I generally enjoy, which originated at least 25 years ago. That title would go to Jurassic World: Rebirth. That movie is hot garbage.
Ooh.
A lot of people liked it for some reason, including like a lot of film critics I listen to on podcasts and stuff. It is fucking terrible. It made me actively angry, and it is definitely the worst entry in that franchise to me, which says a lot because
I didn't
that
even know it
franchise
had come
goes
out.
places. Oh, it's
I
so
hadn't heard
bad.
about it.
Not even Scarlett Johansson could save that one.
Oof, that's bad.
Ouch.
That is bad. I didn't have anything in that category, actually. Anybody else?
Weird. I thought for sure.
I have a biggest disappointment of 2025 as a whole, but not just like specific.
As do I.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. You want to kick this one off, or should I?
Sure. I was planning to be more drunker for this part, but we'll just roll with it right now. So biggest disappointment of the year, and trying to keep this a little bit light because we're here to have fun. But in a year with so much going wrong, I felt the need to rant a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to bring up here, the passing of Ozzy Osbourne. We kind of all knew it was coming, but still, big disappointment. The cancellation of the Wheel of Time, which tore my heart out, like the guy from the Temple of Doom. Jurassic World Rebirth. So incredibly meh when I had such high hopes going in. It's just the same formula they've been using for the last like 20 years, and it's just not that great. Three-Eye Atlas was just a comet after all. God damn it.
It was on my list too.
The Rapture didn't happen again. And I never got a Baja Blast pie from Taco Bell.
Oh, boo.
Oh, wow.
So, big bad. It's a bad year. But number one on this list is The Gift That Keeps on Giving. Giving me mental illness, that is, which is our impressively corrupt U.S. government. Just keeps on rolling. Came in this year with basically no optimism, but still managed to even get lower than expected. So
this is how the Fon Pod gets sued for $1 billion.
It's okay because I'll salvage it.
Joke's on Donald Trump. He bought us out 2 years ago, and I didn't tell you guys.
So ruling out Three-Eye Atlas, because Brett already mentioned it, in no particular order, the Democratic Party, for watching 2025 roll out and having their only reaction be, people can't do that. That's illegal. Also, can you give us $50? Writing strongly worded letters of condemnation costs $50. So there's that. The Bazaar, which started out as a free-to-play sort of Hearthstone clone, and ended up costing $50 on Steam, and with expansion packs that cost almost as much as the whole game, and a main designer who also might be like a doomsday prepper / Christian nationalist. That's a pretty big disappointment.
Oh,
Physical stores still trying to foist credit cards on you when you're just trying to buy a pair of pants. Look, dude, I don't care if I can save $40 today. I don't have a JCPenney up where I live. Just do they have your family in the next room? Blink twice for yes. But I think the winner, and this is where Cody stops laughing, the winner for me, biggest disappointment of 2025 is Nintendo for playing the role of PS3 era Sony, where they had such a success with the Switch that they feel like they can do anything and charge whatever they want for whatever they want, regardless of quality. And that's very disappointing because they should be better than that.
What you don't get, Justin, is they balanced it out. On the Switch, you bought 5 new games at $50 a piece, and that's why they're only releasing 3 now at $90. It's the same amount of money.
So, yeah, my biggest disappointment of 2025 is seeing a company that had, up until now, been one of the more consumer friendly, and just okay, the alcohol's starting to kick in.
Yes, never allowing their games to go on sale is very consumer friendly.
Okay, yeah, that also sucks. But in general, it seemed like they offered like a more affordable option for like the hardware and stuff. The Switch one was not terribly expensive compared to its competitors. Now the Switch 2 is like one of the most expensive fucking consoles out there, or it would be
just wait.
It would
Just
be if
wait.
the PS5 hadn't, jacked its price. But either way, it's disappointing the road they're going down, and it seems like there's no sign of stopping. So
Can we just blame Donald Trump somehow for that?
Tariffs,
I
man.
mean,
Tariffs.
tariffs.
Tariffs. All right. Let's see here. I will throw out concert of the year, which I think a couple of you at least will have opinions on here. I think I only went to two. Not that that's bad, but I think I went to two in 2025. So I am going to pick Linkin Park as my winner, which I already talked about. But I will also mention my runner-up, which was My Chemical Romance. So this is a fun year for me because it was two bands from, like the late 90s, early 2000s that I didn't think I'd ever actually get to see. And I got to both of them this year, which was pretty amazing. My Chemical Romance with their bizarre neo-fascist play that they were doing between each songs was kind of weird, and the different symbology and letters that they were using and everything all through the show was a little weird, but it felt very, again, 2025, that's for sure. And I did enjoy that. So those are my two for concert of the year.
I also have a musical experience of the year category, which is basically the same thing. So I guess I'll roll in here with that. Which this year has been a really big year in concerts for us. I think probably our biggest ever.
Wow.
And I'll just go ahead and flip the script here a little bit. I'm just gonna say right away the winner of this category is Sleep Token.
Shocking.
We went to Chicago to see them, and it was incredible. Everything about it, the whole trip and everything. But this category a lot closer than you may expect based on what I said earlier. We also saw Weird Al, the Bigger and Weirder tour at the Traverse City Cherry Festival, which was an incredible show. I loved every second of that, including Puddle's Pity Party, which completely blew us away because we didn't know what he was. And then he comes out with this crooning, and we're like,
Yeah,
this guy can sing, holy shit. Great show. Well, I think we'll definitely go see Weird Al at some point again because that was amazing. Also, we saw The Witcher in concert, which is essentially like a reimagining of the soundtrack to The Witcher 3. All played
How much
live.
grunting was there?
A bit. Not as much as you might expect, but there was some. A lot of it by me, but that being said, no, it was actually really awesome. It was like this whole like video and music mix. Really awesome and pretty powerful for having someone who played and really enjoy the games. And the last thing we went to this year was a Candlelight series concert where they played Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones songs.
We were in the same building.
We were. That was kind of really strange coincidence there. But yes, in the Masons Lodge in Detroit, in this kind of weird, crazy looking room with like all this architecture and stuff and paintings and things, and sitting there like 15 feet away from these people playing stringed instruments, surrounded by like 1,000 candles. It was an amazing experience. All four of these shows were really, really cool this year. So
nice.
Any other concerts?
For as many concerts as I go to, and I went to several this year, I did not actually make a category for best concert experience. I will say, though, my top concert experience of the year was David Byrne, who we saw at the Fox Theater in Detroit. It was my
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
It was my third time seeing David Byrne live, and I have to say it was the best time that I've seen him live, which is kind of surprising. He's in his mid-70s at this point, but unlike a lot of artists that are even a couple decades younger than him, he seems to want to continue kind of innovating and trying new things. Like even as he's playing his classic songs, he always has new staging and new arrangements, and it was just one of the best concerts I've ever been to. Even having this be the third time that I've seen him, he still has managed to like up his game. And I do want to give an honorable mention to Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, who I saw in the Masonic Temple at Detroit at the same time that Brett was seeing his Candlelight concert, in a larger venue within the same structure. Special shout out to the person who threw what I think was like a bag of popcorn at my back because I was standing up at a rock concert so that I could see the performer. And for some reason, everybody behind me was sitting the whole time and yelling at me and started throwing shit at me, despite the fact that everybody in front of me was standing up, and is the reason I was standing up because I could not see over them. It was really fucking weird.
Inconsiderate prick.
Wow, I'm a monster. Also, it's a fucking rock concert.
Yeah, no doubt.
Anyway.
I should do a 2-second plug. I guess I did see Devo open for My Chemical Romance, and they rocked way harder than I thought they were going to. So shout out to them as well. I also saw Paris before Linkin Park, which is a band I had seen once, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago as well. So they're oddly the only band I think I've seen twice in concert, but they had totally changed their look and how they present themselves. So it was kind of weird, but there's that. Any other concert experiences out there? Justin, you want to talk about how you're creeping on college students, or are you good on that?
Yeah.
It was awkward. I mean, free concert in the college town. I'm like,
Hey.
oh, sure. And it's a band that I actually really like. So,
What's
hey,
up with this free concert shit? They didn't have free concerts when we were there, did they?
I
They had
don't,
cheap concerts. I don't know.
I
About
remember
free,
buying
though.
tickets for everything. Though.
Yeah.
I don't know. This one, I mean, I had to get a ticket, but I didn't have to pay for it.
Okay.
But yeah,
Justin
so, you
was
know,
like, I don't know how, but I found this in my pants, college girl.
but no, I mean, it was too loud for the space that they had, in all honesty. So I'm glad I can still hear after that. But no, I mean, I really do like them. They've got a cool sound. It's very distinctive, very different. And they didn't really get into it at the concert, but the band has like some lore behind it, which is I don't really have a full feel for, but it was nice to actually kind of put some faces to the strange videos that they have for their for their songs on YouTube and whatnot. But yeah, no, it was fun. I had a good time. It lasted like an hour and a half or so. So yeah, I don't know how, but they found me were fun in person. So I don't go to many concerts. So yeah.
Sounds good. Anybody else? Concertage?
I saw the Sam Al concert that
Oh, yeah.
Brett saw, but in a different location. It was quite good.
Nice.
I mentioned Puddles earlier.
Have you two compared notes to see which one he was weirder at?
Yeah.
You know,
Who got weirdest, Al?
it was weird for me because I kept running into random people I knew who were there.
That is weird.
And yeah,
You're the man about town. You know too many people.
I guess so.
I guess so. All right, we'll continue on here. I'll throw another one out there. My stage show of the year, because I saw a lot of things performed on stage this year as our families continue to get even bigger into Broadway and other things of that nature. So some runners up for me here. I saw a performance locally here of Midsummer Night's Dream, which I have never seen or read before. So that was kind of a Shakespeare bucket list check, I guess, off that. It was good. Enjoyed it. Book of Mormon we saw on Broadway this year, which was the second time we had seen that. The first time with the kids, though, that was good. Odd dark horse for my second place this year goes to She Kills Monsters, which I think I've talked about on the podcast, but it was the fall production at my high school, actually. It's way darker than I thought they could really do out of high school. But it's really fun. It has D&D and trauma. So check that out if you ever get a chance to see it. If I ever see it on a larger stage, it's like a buy ticket automatically thing for me because I enjoyed it that much. But my winner for stage show of the year is going to go to Hadestown, which we saw in Broadway as well this past summer. Wonderful musical about Eurydice and who is it? Orpheus, I believe. that are doing
Yes.
the up down thing. So it's it's got a little romance, got some good music to it. That's my winner for stage show of the year. If anybody else has that, I don't know, but
I guess I can because my
yeah,
answer is the same. I saw it was actually a high school production of Hades Town, and fantastic. Like they didn't. I know like the bigger productions have like a revolving set and everything. They didn't have that, but God, the use they put that they put to the space that they had was very well done. Just the voices on these kids were incredible. And just it actually made me care a bit about Greek mythology because in general, I find it kind of dull, kind of boring. But that presentation of it as like a dystopian, almost post-apocalyptic, depression era America setting,
yeah.
but still telling the same myth. That was really interesting and just really well done. Um, I go to see a lot of shows at the university because there's a pretty big theater program up here, but there's also like a local like community theater program, and that's kind of where I saw Hades Town, and I'm very glad I did because that was fantastic.
So, just are you in for Odyssey next year? The movie?
Oh,
The Greek?
I didn't. Sure. Yeah, I could be in for that. Why not?
Okay.
That
Are we talking about Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
that what
Okay.
Matt Damon seeing that?
sure is.
Oh yeah. I mean, who isn't in that?
Matt Damon.
I've
Yeah.
never seen anything for it. I just have heard that. So
Oh, it looks awesome.
Is he playing Odysseus?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
nice. Does he look haggard?
Yeah.
I'm in.
He's got a beard.
Matt Damon Haggard, not like Martian Haggard.
Oh,
Haggard.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit of. I mean, we know he's going to get backed because he already survived on Mars. So it's
What's an ocean?
exactly.
There will be less
Exactly.
growing potatoes in his own poop.
All right. Anybody else want to throw one out?
I've got a couple totally serious, not at all jokey categories.
Go for it.
All right. So my pick for giant red demon lady that I most want to be stepped on goes to Malevola from the video game Dispatch. I'm sorry, that I most want to be stepped on by. I forgot the by.
It's important.
Um,
She might be by.
Dispatch is a game that I know at least I bet she is by. I would not be surprised. It's a game made by, I know Justin has talked about it on the podcast before. Made by a studio that is comprised of a lot of folks that used to work for Telltale, so it's that kind of game, mostly about like the story and less about the actual gameplay. There are two characters that you can romance in the game, neither of which is the super hot giant demon lady. And that is a terrible mistake because she is the only character that anyone actually wants to be able to romance.
You'll just have to play Baldur's Gate 3. There's a red demon lady in that.
You know,
can
that is
romance.
on my list. On a related note, video game that I most wish was just a TV show goes to Dispatch. I really enjoyed my experience playing that game, but playing is a strong word in that case. There are a lot of very interesting characters. I like the overall plot, but I think it might have been just as much fun, if not more so, if I was just watching it as an animated show and not getting frustrated with all the stupid dispatching gameplay that is terrible and I was terrible at.
Wow, can't wait to hear that podcast coming up.
Ooh, yeah, this is going to be an interesting one.
And then finally, my last category is thing that made me curse the most in 2025. And that goes to, by a long, giant margin, Hollow Knight: Silk Song. Jesus fucking Christ. This was my game of the year. It is an amazing game. It is stupidly difficult in parts. Alexa, I think I'm actually going to give, I mean, spoiler alert for that upcoming podcast. I think I'm at a point where I might actually just give up on the game entirely because it is too frustrating. The part I'm on now,
Have you gotten all the
Alexis,
power-ups?
Alexis has expressed some concern for the things that come out of my mouth when I am playing the game, in terms of my overall mental and emotional well-being. So, Justin, you have not seen anything with where you are at right now.
Yeah, I need to get back to that.
It is by far the thing that, even being an American and a liberal American in the year of our Lord 2025, Silksong is by far the thing that has made me the angriest and cursed the most.
Wow.
Holy shit. Okay.
I did not have this as a category, but it just wrote it just now. The source of the most swear words that my children learned this year goes to Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Brett feels my pain.
I could not filter myself in front of my children, and they heard some things this year.
Wow.
They heard some new things.
I'm glad it wasn't from me that time we were playing our creators together, just swearing up a storm. And I was like, oh shit, you have kids.
You know,
I'm glad I didn't play this, maybe. I don't know.
I don't think it's any harder than Hollow Knight.
Oh, it's so much harder. Listen,
really?
I want to say some things, but it would be too spoilery probably for
save
Justin.
it.
Make sure before you give up that you've done all the side quests first, because
As I said in our side chat, I just feel like Act 3 is kind of intentionally sadistic.
Do you mean
make
Trump's
sure you do all the
third
side
presidency?
quests first.
Oh.
Just do the side quests.
Okay.
I think I've done everything except the final boss. And
Ooh.
if it's anything like Hollow Knight, that's going to be it. I'll just get to the final boss. I won't be able to beat the final boss. I'll cheat. I'll beat the final boss, and then I'll be happy.
There you go. Okay. Other categories.
I didn't answer that one. Silksong did not make me swear more than high school children saying two numbers back to back for no fucking purpose.
What numbers would those be, man?
Numbers. Shut up.
I don't know. All right, so listen, serious question. Like, is there
I had to say my birthday was on the 7th, and someone asked, "What's your brother's birthday?" And I'm like,
oh no. Is this okay?
Next.
Does that actually mean anything? Like I know
it's
that
originally from a rap song.
okay.
It doesn't mean anything.
Like I know it's a thing, but like, is there
Yeah.
a point to it? Does it actually?
I can't think of any catchphrase that we said as kids that we thought was hilarious that actually had no meaning behind it.
I mean, yeah,
What-
but
that
that means
means
what's
what's
up?
up.
Like that means
Yes.
something, and that
What-
that was in like a.
It means, hey, what's going
Commercial.
on?
Yeah, exactly.
I'd have
It
to
was
think
an
about that.
advertisement.
That's
I mean,
interesting.
6'9", like 69 was always a thing, but that has
That
an
means a
origin
thing.
and a meaning. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
6'7", like it's just a stupid. It doesn't mean anything. Like, weird.
Okay, continuing on.
Actually, quick side note.
Yeah.
One more thing that made me increasingly angry in 2025, which the 6'7" thing brought to mind, because the first place that I learned about 6'7" was when one of our friends was visiting us, and we went to Founders Brewing here in Grand Rapids, and there was like an entire grade school like hockey team or something at a fucking brewery, and the kids started doing the 6'7" thing, and my friend explained that was the thing the kids were doing. But the thing that pisses me off is people taking their fucking children to breweries.
Yes.
Breweries are for adults. They serve beer there. They're entirely structured around beer. That is an
Counterpoint.
adult space. Don't take your fucking children there. I hate them and I hate you.
That's fair enough.
Okay.
The thing that made me swear
I'm
most
rescinding
during-
my beer garden invite for Joe. Jeez.
I mean, and the thing
Yep.
that made me swear the most during 2025 got fired. So, I mean, I'm doing good.
Well, I have a spontaneous category, best gluten-free dining experience I had this year, which is very hard to come by, I will tell you, traveling across this country. But me and my wife and kids went to Ghostfish Brewing Company, which is a
Oh.
brewery that we brought our kids to. So it's fantastic. No, but it was actually very good food. But anyway, I digress. I do have a real category. It's my last one here. I made a category called my at least new to me musical artist of the year. I try to push myself this year because I'm bad. If you look at my Spotify Wrapped, it's always like your most listened to song was like 9 times this year because I get sick of repetitively listening to things way quicker than I should, even if it's something I really enjoy. So I try to push myself this year to finally really, I've been dabbling the last couple of years to get into more like the modern hard rock scene. And I kind of broke through this year, I feel like, to where I actually know like maybe more artists, 10, 15, 20 new artists that I wouldn't have known last year. So runners up in this category that I have here, I have In This Moment, which I looked up a picture of earlier today, and I'm officially scared now, Brett. So there's that band. Spirit Box is another good one I've been listening to recently. This is not a hard rock, but kind of more of a alternative rock vibe. Out in Front is a band that my wife and I discovered, and we've both been listening to here and there. And then also my last honorable here is an artist called Taylor Acorn, which is not somebody I've listened to previously, but has kind of like a maybe like a little more of a songstress style of Paramore type vibe, I would say. So enjoy her quite a bit, and narrowly edging those because it is pretty close between all of them. I'm going to pick the band Nothing More as my new band to me this year that I really enjoyed. So they had at least 5-6 songs that I have been playing on repeat a little bit here and there, and actually bought a couple CDs for my mom for Christmas to have her listen to it in the car. So yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if anybody else has another artist that they discovered this year, but if you do, feel free to hop in. Or if anybody has a different category, we'll keep going here.
You know what? I will shout out one artist. I am getting to a point in my life, I guess maybe similar to what Cody was saying, where I do not listen to a lot of newer music, with a few exceptions here and there. But one of my coworkers and I seem to have a lot of overlap with music stuff. So she has made some recommendations of artists she thought I might enjoy. And one of those is mononymously known as Rosalia. She is a Spanish singer. Very interesting, though. She's kind of like a blend of pop and flamenco and opera. She had a new album come out just like a month or two ago, which is like very. It features like Bjork and a couple other weird, awesome artists. Very dramatic. Like parts of it are just like straight up opera and like classical influence. And then you get like some pop beats and just like a very eclectic mix of sounds, even within like a single track and like certainly within the album. So very, very interesting artist who I have really been enjoying.
Do you know who has a Funko Pop of that person but has never heard a song by them?
Is it you,
I
Cody?
think that's
It is
Cody.
me, actually, yes.
Shocking.
I try to get culturally diverse ones when I see them to represent with
That's
my
cool.
students. So there's that. I'm out of categories. Does anybody have anything else out there?
I've got a favorite episode of 2025 category.
Okay. Is it this one?
This is 126, Cody.
Oh, Blade.
So in no
That was the
particular
rum. That wasn't me.
Oh, fair enough. So in no particular order, I have Golden Greed, The Hunt for Fenn's Treasure. That was episode 171, because I love a good mystery and a good treasure hunt, and I had never heard of this before.
That was fun.
That was a fun one, yeah. We have number 166, Cody and I bantering about the Nintendo Switch 2 announcement, where I mean, it gave us a chance to kind of like get a feel for where each of us stood, and that was kind of cool, I thought. Number 186, the Loch Ness Monster, which calculating how many fish a Nessie would eat was surprisingly entertaining.
You got down to the caloric intake on.
Yeah, it was amazing.
That one was fun. We have number 163, the second part of the Eat the Reich episode that we did, the friends occasionally navigating dungeons, where the party got to kill Hitler, or at least watch Hitler be killed. Which I think we all kind of needed a bit of Nazi playing in this day and age. And the last nominee is number 155, Star Wars Skeleton Crew review, which was better than a better show than I expected, and it was fun just seeing how people reacted to that one. So the winner, I think I do have to go with number 163, Eat the Reich Part 2, simply because it was so cathartic. So just because, I mean, just look around. And if you can't do anything in reality to try to make the world a saner, safer, better place, at least you can in a bit of escapism. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one as well.
Oh yeah,
I sure did.
Yeah, also that was an introduction to tabletop role playing for views. So I mean, yeah, I think that's kind of special in and of itself.
I still have my list of ways to not say "God damn it" that I used for that episode. Dag nabbit, Tom Sardit, Dad gummit,
That's awesome.
God smack it,
God smack it,
God smack
like
it.
the band.
weed whack it,
Weed whack it sounds
weed
wrong.
whack it.
If you'd like to whack it, check out Hymns.
Oh,
Goodness gracious! All right,
anyone else
any
have
other
a-
categories out there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Anybody
Anyone else has a
have
favorite
anything?
episode?
Say favorite episode this year was 195, which was the Alien 3. Just the ability, just having the platform to bitch about that movie after 20 years was very cathartic. So thank you all for joining me.
I need to actually listen to that because I'm curious if y'all. My opinion is basically, and a lot of people agreed with me when I posted this, was that it's like, as a movie, it's a fine movie. As a sequel, it's dog shit. That's how I feel. Like, it's not,
Yeah,
we don't even get into a discussion.
I don't have the number in front of me, but I think my favorite might have been the Superman review episode because I believe that was the first episode I did with Dan, and he led that discussion and did a great job, and I have enjoyed the episodes I have done with him since.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That was also the episode in which I took my second shot of Malort ever, and maybe my last.
Ooh, I wonder if I have some of that. I don't think I do. And your last? No, I'm sorry. Malort's better than a lot of alcohol that's out there.
No, that is not
What
true.
the hell just
I
happened?
know a lot of people don't agree with me on that, but like,
Listen, here's what
if
happens.
you're gonna have me drink an ounce of Malort versus an ounce of bourbon, I'm taking the Malort.
What the fuck?
Dear
just happened?
God,
If
dude.
it was an
wrong
ounce
with
of
you?
Malort versus the ounce of whiskey, I will probably take the Malort.
This is the last
Listen.
episode ever.
I have a
I
video
don't think it's that
on,
bad. It's
I have a video on my phone of me doing my most recent shot of Malort, which was sometime last year. And like the journey that one goes on with Malort is you take your shot, and for a second you think, wow, this isn't nearly as bad as anyone says it is. It's kind of like grapefruity. And then it hits you. And it is the worst, like it's worse than anyone could possibly describe.
Yeah.
It's horrific. Like
I've tried to tell people it is very much like licking the adhesive side of packing tape. That's the only way I can describe Malort.
I feel like that would taste better than Malort.
Yeah,
All right.
probably.
well.
I didn't get grapefruit. I got more like blueberries that had been left out in the sun in Arizona for a week, and then siphoned through like a coffee filter full of sewage.
That's all right. That's accurate.
When we'll have to make a resolution to have a man weekend finally in 26 here, and I'll bring a bottle of Malort wherever we go. So
No.
there we go. All right. Anybody else have any
I am
categories?
curious. I've never had the stuff, so.
All
Oh
right.
boy.
Well,
Let me put it to you this way, Matt. There was, for a while, on one of the liquor stores in town, there was a poster for Malort. This was, I can only assume, was put out by the Jepson company itself, who produces Malort, that said, simply, Malort, for when you want to unfriend someone in real life.
So I got the background on that. Is that someone came out with one of those, the kind of the joke posters, and then Malort actually did contact them and said, "We're going to commission you." So it is, Malort, when you want to unfriend someone in real life, Malort, tonight's the night you fight your dad. And
It's not going to show up. I have a picture of one. Malort, these pants aren't going to shit themselves.
that was the next one I was going to do. It's so great.
Yeah, we were at bar/restaurant in Saugatuck, and they had that one on the wall, so I took a picture of it.
That's fantastic. That is fantastic.
Unlike Malort.
Unlike, well, I'm not saying it's good. That's for sure.
I mean, you have
to
to
be
give
clear.
them credit for like leaning into that with the marketing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, but to be fair, like most like hard alcohols, I don't take a sip thinking I'm going to enjoy this experience. Like most of the time, someone says, "Oh no, this is the expensive good stuff." Doesn't burn any less, and also a taste is burning anyway. So
I've had other friends describe it as eating spider webs that explode in your mouth. Like it is like you're right.
bad, huh?
The burning happens, but like this is on another level.
You guys must not have done as much Everclear as me. It's not that bad.
Despite being to every one of your Halloween parties,
That's
I still
true.
don't know as much Everclear as you.
I mean,
That's
Everclear
fair.
just tastes like burning. Malort
Exactly.
actively tastes like horrific.
Well, we'll have to do a blind test with you, Joe, when we see you next time. Which of these is the Malort? Hint, we're going to give it to you first.
Yeah,
All right, anybody have any
special straw?
Maybe. Anybody have any last awards here before we wrap this up with our Fond awards to finish up here? We'll go through these last 8 pretty quick, but it's for the year reflection. Anybody have any more they need to get out first? Go once, go twice. So, well, you guys have mentioned a lot of these as we transition to the last segment here. Using some metrics and also some other fun criteria here to choose some of these again this year. We'll kick off with Fond's most. Well, you get a little trip down memory lane with this as well because this is our third year doing this here. So, most listened to episode on Apple iTunes this year. 2025, go back in time. 2023, our winner was the Knock at the Cabin review. 2024 was Green Day's Saviors album. And for 2025, our biggest Apple episode was Chronos the New Dawn, picking up the W in this one.
What?
Kind of fun.
Nice.
Fonz guest host of the year. We set a record this year with 7 guest hosted episodes in 2025. Previous winners in this one, 2023, went to Alexis. 2024 for Jessica. 2025, I have chosen based on our podcast. Alexis also to win this year. 2-time winner. You can tell her. There you go. 2-time winner. She basically carried that Superman discussion. All right, let's go on. I was joking. Third one up here, most watched YouTube episode of 2025. 23, our winner was Classic or Crap Casino Royale 1967 version. 2024 was Friends Occasionally Navigating Dungeons the Eclipse Phase. And joining them this year, our biggest watched YouTube episode of 2025, Golden Greed, The Hunt for Fenn's Treasure.
Nice.
Watched by Fenn himself. From the afterlife. All right. And a few here to go to keep this moving. Our Host of the Year award, 23 went to Justin, 24 went to Brett, and in 2025, with a whopping 30 episodes hosted this year, and some good feedback and good notes as well, goes back to Justin this year for Host of the Year. And I'll challenge him in 26.
Ooh.
The Dave Mansell Host of the Year award goes to Justin.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that's the same award, Justin. Don't get excited.
Oh, well, thanks,
Okay. And we got 4 to go here yet. Wrapping these up. Our biggest Spotify episode of 2025. 23 was the Dungeons and Dragons review, if you remember that. 24 was also Friends Occasionally Navigating Dungeons Eclipse Phase.
Wow.
And in 25, our biggest Spotify episode was Sleep Token Even in Arcadia. So, Brett, you get a little W on that one.
Wow.
All right, and now we get to the big 3, ladies and gents. This is where the lights dim a little bit and everybody gets a little closer.
I'm waiting with bated breath.
We start off our big 3 awards here tonight with the first one, Fon's Most Disappointing Award. This is our lowest
Goes to
rated,
Joe Jacob. Wait, what?
lowest rated thing of the year on our podcast. If you're listening to this somehow and don't listen to us typically, below 6 we consider to be crap on here. We had 6 properties get a rating below 6 this year. Chronologically, those are The Electric State, Captain America: Brave New World, Mission Impossible, Final Reckoning. Is there supposed to be a dash in there somewhere?
No, it is. It is Mission: Impossible M dash The Final Reckoning.
Oh, okay. There you go. Rise of the Golden Idol. Remember that? The Devil's Plan Season 1. And Maxine. And our winner here, well, let's do our runner-up with a 4.0 average rating for the year, was Rise of the Golden Idol. Second worst thing we rated this year. I should clarify as well, I never include like vintage properties that we're going back to look at. Those are never included in the year here. So, and the worst thing we saw this year by a pretty healthy margin and possibly the lowest score we've ever given on the podcast, it goes to the movie Maxine.
Ooh.
With a 3.65 average.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Wow.
That's just you and I, wasn't it, Brett?
It was.
That was super recent as well. And we did mention that as bad as it is, it would still probably be a fun man weekend movie. But as a movie, it's not good.
Nah.
Not good at all. So Maxine joins previous winners 2023 Secret Invasion. There's some trauma for everybody.
It was so bad.
Don't make
Oh,
me
yeah.
go
And
horrible.
2024's Roadhouse 2024.
Oh.
Why did you have to remind me that that's a thing that I had to sit through?
Remember Conor McGregor?
Oh
So
my
dreamy.
God. Oh my God.
So bad. The boat.
Oh, so good. Oh, Roadhouse. Roadhouse was a 3.88, so that one actually was pretty close, but not. And Secret Invasion was over 4. So yes, Maxine is our lowest scored property in the history of the podcast, at least for the last 3 years. I don't have the digits for the first year, but
Wow.
all right. Well, it lives on in the history books now. We will go to our second to last award, the Fond Seal of Approval Award. This will go to our highest rated property of the year, of which I only count ones that have 8 or higher as candidates on this. We had 11 properties actually with an average score of over 8 this year, which is pretty good. If I recall, this year started with a real run of shitty stuff that we reviewed, and we were like, this is going to be a bad year, but it ended up coming out okay at the end. This will join 2023's winner, The Mandalorian Season 3, and 2024's Deadpool and Wolverine. So our nominees this year, we have Arc Raiders, Chronos: The New Dawn, Superman, Fantastic Four: First Steps, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Sleep Token, Even in Arcadia. What the fuck is this? Oh, Sinners. There we go. I wrote Dinners for some reason.
Delicious.
Sinners,
Hungry.
Thunderbolts, Daredevil Born Again, Wheel of Time Season 3, and Skeleton Crew. And we actually had 2 with an average of over 9 this year, which is super impressive. Skeleton Crew just missing that criteria. But second place with a 9.05 this year was Chronos: The New Dawn. And our winner for this year with 9.48 was The Wheel of Time Season 3 as our highest rated thing this year.
Wow.
Oh.
You want to say it, Brett, or should I? One more time. Fuck you, Amazon.
Not good enough to continue.
Rings of Power Season 3 coming soon. To
That
an
show
Amazon
will
near you.
inevitably
Baby
run like
Kingdom.
12 seasons now because they cut the other one.
I'm good.
All right. And our final award tonight, the episode of the year with kind of just a loose criteria of time prep, fun, memorable quotes, all these things put together. Joining in, this is our last award tonight, 2023's winner, and I think we should just really rename the category for this, The Insanity of the Barkley Marathons from 2023. 2024 was The Irish Mystery, Peter Bergman. And 2025's candidates best episode of the year, we have Eat the Reich Part 1 and Part 2, Wheel of Time Season 3, Golden Greed, The Hunt for Fenn's Treasure, Sinners, Sleep Token, Even in Arcadia, Arc Raiders, and the Tribute to Ozzy Part 1 and Part 2. And that was a really tough one. But I chose for this year's episode of the year, moving ahead to the history books as well, Golden Greed, The Hunt for Fenn's Treasure.
All right.
Just a good one. So
It was.
there we go. All right, that is our Fondies for 2025. Any closing comments?
This was fun. This was very fun.
Agreed.
I mean, in
Nice chat.
a year that was very dark in some ways, I think everything we covered, good or bad, was it provided a bit of a highlight. And I hope our listeners enjoyed what we've talked about anywhere near as much as I have over the last 265 days, give or take. So that's it for me.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I am fondy of you all.
For the fondies we made along the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah.
Love it. All right. Sounds like we're good here. We are going to be coming back to you all with a few in a row here of some stuff we haven't gotten to yet. So expect some reviews coming up here. Silk Song, I think, somewhere in there. Stranger Things, latest season will be in there somewhere. Dispatch. We got some music stuff coming up, some TV show stuff coming up. We got a lot in there. And then, of course, our most anticipated movies and video games that we do annually as well. Maybe we can reflect back on how unsuccessful we were at getting to all of those this year. But maybe we were successful. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, that is it, everybody. So next time you check us out, you know who everybody is here. Again, that's been Justin and Joe and Dan and Brett and Matt with us tonight, and we got Blue and Dave sometimes here as well. So take care, everybody. Enjoy
Bye.
26.
Happy
Happy
New
New
Year.
Yay.
It's over.